Welcome to another edition of Bad Creepypasta. We are joined today by our friend MD Phantasm. Today's very special story
friend might be a little too strong of a word there.
Okay, today we're joined by American cunt MD Phantasm.
Much better!
As it is Christmas, it is the season of reading atrocious stories, apparently. So we're on Jeff the Killer.
Oh, yes.
Excerpt from a local newspaper. Ominous unknown killer is still at large. After weeks...
So it's the Daily Mail then?
Ominous unknown foreigner.
If only Diana was here.
Oh, God!
After weeks, first
In
paragraph...
other news, cure for cancer found. But also in other news, Bigfoot sighting. It's the fucking Onion.
After weeks of unexplained murders, the ominous unknown killer is still on the rise. What? Is that American for on the rag? After little evidence has been found, a young boy states that he survived one of the killer's attacks and bravely tells his story. Who would like to voice the boy?
Bravely is also too strong of a word.
I had a bad dream, and I woke in the middle of the night.
Says the boy.
I saw that for some reason the window was open, even though I remember it being closed before I went to bed. I got up, shut it up once more. Afterwards, I simply crawled under my covers and tried to get back to sleep. That's when I had a strange feeling. It was like someone was watching me. I looked up and nearly jumped out of my bed. There, in the little ray of light, looming between my curtains, there were a pair of two eyes. These were regular eyes.
Not two eyes.
God, why doesn't he have three like a normal person?
Is this why they managed to survive? It's because his noise is so fucking it's so annoying.
The killer just fucked off when he was asleep.
Fuck that noise.
Oh God, the picture of his voice has shattered my night.
They were dark, ominous eyes. They were bordered in black and just plain out terrified me. That's when I saw his mouth, a long, horrendous smile that made my hair on my body stand up. The figure stood there watching me.
Compared to the hair on his chair.
Finally, after what seemed like forever, he said a simple phrase, but only a way that a madman could speak. He said, "Go to sleep!" I let out a scream, and that's what I said to him. And that's what sent him at me. He pulled up a knife, aiming at my heart.
Pulled it up like a car.
Sorry, I don't know about you, but I've never seen any sort of like little boy talk like this. They're all just like, "Have my window, have killer."
I really hope no little boys talk like you do.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what little boy talks about all his body hair, to be honest.
Body parts.
I know. Oh, hey, I'm just going through puberty. I might as well explain that in great detail.
He came at me with a knife, and suddenly I noticed there was hair where there was no hair before.
He jumped on top of my bed. I fought him back. I kicked. I punched. I rolled around trying to knock him off me. That's when my dad
Busted in.
Oh, wow!
Busted in. Hell.
He went through the wall like the Kool-Aid man.
We're going to drink now.
Oh yeah!
The man threw a knife. It went through my dad's shoulder. The man probably would have finished him off if one of the neighbors hadn't alerted the police.
I don't know about you, but there wasn't much noise there. It's just.
Yeah, it's just like somebody
and then suddenly the neighbours.
Also,
I don't
it's
think
like-
a knife makes quite the same noise as someone discharging a firearm.
Right, I
Pretty
think
much.
this is.
Also, how do they know, like... So, presumably he jumped in the room, tried to kill the kid, his dad came in, he threw the knife, and within this time they've managed to call the police and they've responded this quickly.
Right, hang on. This is the last paragraph of Little Boy voice, hopefully.
Oh, thank
I'd
Christ.
imagine they'd live next door to the police station or something.
They drove into the parking lot and ran towards the door. A man turned around and ran down the hallway. I heard a smash like a glass breaking. As I came out of my room, I saw the window that was pointing towards the back of the house was broken. I looked out to see him vanish into the distance. I can tell you one thing. I will never forget those face. Those cold evil eyes. That psychotic
Irish.
smile. They will never get my Irish. They will never get
Is
my
the
beard.
kid a woman now?
They will never leave my head. There you go, done.
All right.
Yeah, seriously, what child... Like, that is not the dialogue of a child.
No.
All right, Matt. If you give me your best 5-year-old impression.
I don't know, probably
What the-
screaming and pissing himself. He's a 5-year-old.
Police are still on the look for this man. If you see anyone that fits the description in this story, please contact your local police department. Now, there are quite a few characters coming up in this bit, so we're going to all have to sort of chip in with the voices.
Oh.
Jeff and his family had just moved into a new neighbourhood. His dad had gotten a promotion at work, and they thought it would be best to live in one of those fancy neighbourhoods. Jeff and his brother, I don't know, Lou, I think that says,
You.
couldn't complain though. A new, better house.
Oh, Jeff, I hope you don't mind. I got this kid off of Filipino. I just stole him off the street, so...
His
Enjoy
mum,
yourself.
Angelina Jolie, had brought another kid home. A new, better house. What was not to love? As they were getting unpacked, one of their neighbours came by. I feel we haven't heard Mr. Phantasm talk enough, as he's a guest.
Fuck!
Hello,
She said,
I'm Barbara. I live across the street from you. I just wanted to introduce myself.
Oh, apparently she has a self that she wanted to introduce, I guess.
And to introduce my son.
she turns around and calls her son over.
Billy, these are our new neighbors.
Billy said hi and ran back to play in his yard.
He
What
doesn't
rude
get a
little
dialogue
shit.
box because that's how unimportant he is.
Who wants to be Jeff's mum?
Well,
Said Jeff's mum.
I'm Margaret,
The one voice you can do.
and this is my husband Peter, and my 2 sons, Jeff and Leo.
They each introduced themselves, and then Barbara invited them to her son's birthday. Jeff and his brother were about to object when their mother said that they would love to. When Jeff and his family are done packing,
Wait, what?
Are they doing it right now?
Jeff went up to his mum.
So hang on, who's going to play Jeff?
Oh, fuck it, I'll do Jeff.
Okay.
Mum, why would you invite us to some kid's party? If you haven't noticed, I'm not some dumb kid.
But you fucking
I
sound like
aged
one.
about 50 years just in a few seconds.
I've been walking down the mine all day, Mum. I need to go around to get a brew.
Jeff.
Said his mother.
Oh, yeah.
We've just moved here. We should show that we want to spend time with our neighbours.
Now we're going to that party.
Oh my God,
and
a
that
second
is
voice.
final.
Jeff started to talk, but stopped himself, knowing that he couldn't do anything. But whenever his mum said something, it was final. He walked up to his room and plopped down on his bed. He sat there looking at his ceiling when suddenly he got a weird feeling. End of the sentence, apparently. Not so much a
He
pain,
locked the door and looked at those special magazines.
Starting to get a weird feeling
But-
in his pants.
ellipses, a weird feeling. He dismissed
was
it
an
as
erection.
just some random feeling. There are other words. He heard his mother call down to him to get his stuff, and he walked down to get it.
Thank God you didn't actually say that.
The next day, Jeff walked down the stairs to get breakfast and got ready for school.
Wait,
As
what?
he sat there, eating his breakfast, he once again got that feeling.
What?
And I can't fight this feeling anymore. This time it was stronger. It gave him a slight tugging pain.
In his pants.
He is just going through
Mum,
puberty.
what's
isn't he?
this?
Right.
Oh, well, sweetie, that's just an erection. If you ignore it, it'll go away soon.
Once again dismissed it. As he and Leo finished breakfast, they walked down to the bus stop.
Is he some
Wait,
sort of
before we go
unlockable
any further-
fighter on Tekken or something? Leo!
Yeah, about like his his kid. You can call him Jeff, and his brother. I can't be able to think of a name. I'll just hit the keyboard and see what comes up.
They sat there waiting for the bus, and then all of a sudden, some kid on a skateboard jumped over them, only inches above their laps. They both jumped back in surprise. Who's speaking? I don't know. Hey, what the hell?
Hey, what the hell?
The kid
Oh,
landed.
yes.
Well, look what we got, some new meat.
I'll be the other one then.
We've just skipped a paragraph, but who cares?
Wait, fuck it.
Suddenly,
Who the
two
fuck
other kids
cares?
appeared. One was super skinny, and the other huge.
Well, since you're new here, I'd like to introduce ourselves. Over there is Keith.
Jeff and Leo looked over to the skinny kid. He had a dopey face that you would expect a sidekick to have.
And he's Troy.
They
Let's
looked,
get
over,
away, wild stallions.
they looked over at the fat kid. Talk about a tub of lard. That kid looked like he hadn't exercised since he was crawling.
And I
said the first kid.
am Randy.
Oh, I bet
Now.
you are.
Now, for all the kids in this neighborhood, there is a small price for bus fare, if you catch my drift.
Lil stood up, ready to punch the lights out of the kid's eyes when one of his friends pulled a knife on him.
Well, that escalated quickly.
What the hell?
Yeah. It looks like he was just going to push him back, but then all of a sudden, bam, switchblade.
He's just gonna nick his lunch money. Knife.
I hoped you would be more cooperative, but it seems we must do this the hard way.
The kid walked up to Lil and took his wallet out of his pocket. Jeff got that feeling again. Now it was truly strong.
So he's got a boner watching his brother being robbed. This is...
Oh, the next sentence gets worse.
A burning sensation. He stood
He
up.
found it so hot.
Leo gestured him to sit
He had
down.
to cover his shame.
Jeff ignored him and walked up to the kid.
Listen here, you little punk. Give back me bro's wallet or else.
Randy put the wallet in his pocket and pulled out his own knife.
Wait,
Jesus Christ, like...
How did he get a knife?
What is this West
Where
Side
did he get it
Story?
from?
Is this something that happens? I know about all the guns and shit, but like it goes, alright, you're too old to have a gun, boy. Here's a knife.
Oh, shotguns? No, you can't carry those to school. Here, have a dagger. It's much safer.
Doesn't go off in class.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, and what will you do?
Just as he finished the sentence, Jeff popped the kid in the nose. As Randy reached for his face, Jeff grabbed the kid's wrist and broke it.
Oh, shit.
Randy
Jeff is
screamed,
now a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
and Jeff grabbed the knife from his hand. This is starting to sound like Thomas.
Yeah, can he beat up the toppler? Is he that-
Nobody can be up the toppler. Troy and Keith rushed Jeff. But Jeff was too quick because nobody called Keith ever beats anyone up. He threw Randy to the ground. Keith lashed out at him, but Jeff ducked. And I keep picturing Keith Chegwin every time I see his name. Keith dropped his knife and fell to the ground screaming.
How many people do you think will know who that is?
Like 6. But they're all subscribed to us. Troy rushed him too, but Jeff didn't even need the knife. He just punched
You
Troy.
don't need
I've been
a
calling him Tony. His name's fucking Troy. He punched Troy straight in the stomach, and Troy went down. As he fell, he puked all over. Lou could do nothing but look in amazement at Jeff.
Knife crime.
And the
Who
bus
wants to
driver
be-
just
who
looked
wants to be
on,
Lou?
bored, hating his life.
Is Lou a boy?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, who wants to be the stereotypical Asian kid?
I think we all know it's Shadow Wolf.
Yes.
What's
Here we go.
Jeff, how do you do?
That was all he said. Down 100 subscribers. Because of racism. They saw the bus coming and knew they'd be blamed for the whole thing. So they started running as fast as they could. As they ran, they looked back and saw the bus driver rushing over to Randy and the others. As
Wait,
Jeff,
he got out of the bus while it was still moving.
He didn't pull up. Just
well, if it drops below
Bus
50
kept
miles
going,
an hour, it'll
crashed into a
explode.
house, killed a family.
that's why America works.
That's Michael Bay's America. As they ran, they looked back, saw the bus driver, blah, blah, blah. As Jeff and Lou made it to school, they didn't dare tell what happened. All they did was sit and listen. Lou just thought of that.
So- They weren't going to go like, teacher, these guys pulled a knife on me, so I kicked their asses somehow. Magic kung fu.
Oh, that always happens to the new kids. Just take your seat.
Yeah, you just get stabbed on your first day, it's fine.
Lou just thought of that as his brother beating up a few kids. But Jeff knew it was more. It was something scary. As he got that, that's how you know the story's scary, because it uses the word scary.
Yep.
As he got that feeling, he
Now
thought
you must be scared of this bit.
he felt how it's like canned laughter for horror. He felt how powerful it was, the urge to just hurt someone. He didn't like how it sounded, but he couldn't help feeling happy. He felt that strange feeling go away and stay away for the entire day of school. Even as he
So
walked,
what? Is Jeff into masochism all of a sudden?
I guess so, and that's my phone. Even as he walked home, due to the whole thing near the bus stop, and how now he probably won't be taken to the bus anymore, he felt happy,
How happy exactly?
aroused.
Happy, yes.
When he got home, his parents asked him how his day was, and he said in a somewhat ominous voice,
Fucking awesome. I kicked the shit out of 4 guys.
It was a wonderful day.
That's really ominous. That's fucking ominous.
that's the voice we settled on, alright?
That is so scary, it makes me just want to use the restroom and throw up.
I've just got this idea of like a 4 foot tall old man in like a flat cap.
With a kestrel, of course. Next morning, he heard a knock at the front door. Jeff and his whippets. He walked down to find 2 police officers at the door, his mother looking back at him with an angry look.
Oh, great, it's me.
Jeff, these officers tell me that you attacked 3 kids. That it wasn't regular fighting, and that they were stabbed. Stabbed, son!
Jeff's
Let
gaze
me
fell
repeat
to the
it
floor,
one more time!
showing his mother that it was true. Mum, they were the ones who pulled the knives on me and Lou.
Son!
Oh, so that's one of the cops. Sorry.
It's good enough!
Son,
Said one of the cops.
we found 3 kids. 2 stabbed. 1 having a bruise on his stomach. We have a witness proving that you fled the scene.
Right,
Now, what
where
does
did
that
this
tell
guy
us?
come from?
He's from ambiguous
It's
accent
from
land.
lands unknown.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's from darkest Peru. Jeff knew it was no use.
Oh,
He could,
Peru. Them and their bears.
he could say him and Lou have been attacked, but then there was no proof. It was not them who attacked first. They couldn't say they weren't fleeing because, truth be told, they were. So Jeff couldn't defend himself or Lou.
Son, call down your brother.
Jeff couldn't do it since it was him who beat up all the kids.
Sir, it were me. I was the one who beat up the kids. Lou tried to hold me back, but he couldn't stop me.
It was my mining strip. I just fought a Thatcher and I couldn't stop punching.
Oh, and I just got back from the retirement home, and I decided I need to beat up kids that are younger than me.
The cop looked at his partner and they both nod. They both nod id, you stupid fuck. Learn to write.
Christ.
Well, kid.
I might as well do the stereotypical Texan cop voice. Well, kid, looks like you in juvie.
Rito!
Says Leo. They all looked up to see him holding a knife. The officers pulled their guns and looked them under the
Fuck off! How old is he? They pull their guns at a tiny little child.
Wait.
Oh shit, kids have a knife! Let's pull out our pistols!
Alright, this is probably gonna get cut, but did they establish whether the guy was white or black?
Oh, man.
Possibly both!